Is this thing on?
Here we
My name
go.
is Stevie, and I'm a sweetie pie. Simpsons, love it. Love it. Love it. How are we, ladies? We're here. It's another Thursday night / Friday here in Australia.
Yay!
We have made it to sort of the end of another week.
The end
This
of a
week gone
month?
real quick, though. This year's gone real quick.
Yeah, right.
Can you
year has
believe it's
gone
going to be
real quick.
September?
I know.
Yeah.
Monday.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Monday.
Stop it. I was speaking to our fearless leader this week. And he
How
was
is
like,
he? He
he's
lives?
good. He was like,
He's still
why is
breathing
it
air?
almost fall and you're not here? I'm like, you know why? You know why I
Wow.
can't come to the country right now?
Yeah, right.
I'm not even joking. I was gonna talk to you guys about this off air, but whatever. I've already said enough. I was on TikTok the other day and I saw a TikTok of this Australian girl who had booked a holiday in Hawaii because her husband is American and his family were going to meet them in Hawaii. They were going to have a nice family reunion kind of thing. Hadn't seen each other for years. She got to the airport, checked in.
Hawaii?
No, in Australia, checked
Uh-huh.
in, was waiting at the gate, and her visa got revoked.
Oh my goodness.
Why?
She must have said something anti-Trump on her social media.
I wonder why. That doesn't happen.
Yeah.
That doesn't happen. So that's the climate that we are living in at the moment.
Gentleman from England said that was.
Yeah.
We showed that video earlier. He said that they revoked his visa because they found anti-Trump rhetoric on his social media.
Yeah, I'm fucked. I'm never allowed in the
Wow.
country again.
If I leave, I'll never get back.
It's gonna be a long distance love affair from now on, guys. Sadly, it's just like,
Oh my god.
and now I can't even send stuff to you because Australia Post have, we're not the only ones, have cut off all postage to America because of the
Wow.
tariffs.
Wow.
That's crazy.
You don't know about that? Oh, that's
We
a
did not
surprise.
know about that.
You don't know us and
I wonder if our
Finland and a
postage
couple
is
of
cut
other
off to you
countries
guys.
are now. Yeah, you don't know. You don't know that we're not doing imports to you now, because they want to tariff things that
everything.
mate. So if you send them something that is made in Australia, it's X amount of extra dollars. But then if you bought something from somewhere else, you have to pay from the country of origin a tax on top of what you're already sending and the postage.
Wow.
So if you went to the store and bought us something that was made in China, you'd have to pay the 35% Chinese tariff, and then you'd have to pay the 15% Australian tariff before you could mail it to us here in the United States.
Exactly.
Wow.
That's fucking bizarre.
Right. Welcome to, and the more I think about it, and look, we're going to, sorry, welcome to UCR Live. I didn't say that. I was like, this is like abusive relationship stuff. Let's isolate the country so they can't talk to their friends and family. They can't they can't get anything like that. It's like, bitch, this is fucked up. If this was someone's boyfriend, you'd be like, break up with this.
Break up with him. Break up with him.
Break up with him.
He
has makeup on his hand. It's weird.
I keep trying.
Keep pulling you back in.
They won't let me back in if I leave. No.
Vera's gonna have to.
And I'm not completely convinced. I'm still not convinced they won't deport me to a country I've never been to speak a language I don't know.
She doesn't even like tacos.
They're not. Don't worry.
Vera totally said she doesn't even like tacos. So don't do that. Don't do it.
I actually do like tacos. That was
one of the funniest outbursts I've seen. I don't like tacos.
Yes.
Just having a breakdown, but yeah, we're all entitled to a little breakdown every once in a while.
Yeah.
Any breakdowns this week, ladies? Nothing.
Too many.
I know, right?
Christina's like, which one do you want? Come on, girl.
Yeah, really. I can list a shit ton of them.
Well, I had a little dust up at work.
Ooh, We love dust ups.
The
We love it.
manager who was mad at me for singing and popping bubble wrap tried to accuse me of documenting an injection to a patient that didn't get an injection.
Oh.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
No, you did not.
I said, nope, didn't happen. And she said, what it says here. I said, nope, I don't see it. It doesn't say that on my chart. You know? And
Wow.
I moved it to my immediate manager, notified my union, screenshot everything.
Good
Come at me.
girl.
Come at me.
Good girl.
Yeah.
I love a documentarian. You got to, though, this day and age. People just try to fuck with your shit. And you're like, nah. That's why I tell everyone, I'm like, get it in writing. Everything in writing.
Yeah.
Don't accept a verbal anything in this day and age.
Oh, they're not even going to be able to bring me into a meeting without my union representative there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For a joke. Especially when it's something that serious, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would not just be my job. That would be my license and my ability to support myself for the rest of my fucking life.
Yeah. Fuck that.
I know.
Because this woman's a cunt. I said it, but that's okay. I can say it. It's all right. What's going? Why? Who were you cheerleading? Something about cheerleading on Instagram, Christina? Were you at a game?
Cheerleading?
Yeah, I guess so. My niece is a cheerleader for her school, or for like, I guess like the district, I guess. She's 10. It's adorable. I can't even get enough of it. She does competition cheer also. So like she goes to like
so her parents are paying that money.
Yeah. And so she does really well. She's really talented. Like she's like one of those flippers, and she's a base,
flyer,
so
baby.
She holds the girls up, and
she's a base. She's very multi-talented.
Yeah, it's really cute. So I mean, and then so they had the opportunity last night. We have like I guess it's like minor league baseball. It's grown ass men, but it's the Long Island Ducks, and so it's baseball team for Long Island, whatever.
Yeah.
They got to cheer before the game on the field.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, but it was like all the ages. Apparently, I thought it was just her cheer group, but it was
like an all age event kind of.
It was the. There were at least 5. I mean, I think it was the 5s, the 6s, 7s, 8s, 9s, and 10s, like the age group.
Yeah, that's a lot.
So it was like 5 troops or so, and it was it was really, really cute. 5 troops, 5 groups,
5 teams,
and then 5 teams. There you go. And then my squads. That's what it's called. Squads.
There
Anyway,
you go. Yeah.
And then like I'm walking my daughter to find cash because they have a bounce house there that's open until the end of the 7th inning, and they make bank on that shit because it's $5 a kid to get in. But you have it the whole game, like just a wristband. But they only accept cash, so I had to find an ATM because your girl never carries cash. All right, so I went up to some guy who worked there, and I was like, "Hey, do you have an ATM like in the stadium? I've been there twice. Like, I don't fucking go to this game, you know. But I know there's an ATM somewhere, and I'm not gonna wander around with her on my back. Anyway, so he goes, "Yeah, it's over here." He goes, "But can I ask you a question?" He goes, "Does she want to be a part of like a game in between the innings on the field?" I said, yes.
Yeah.
Are you fucking?
Yes, he does.
You don't even have to ask me. Like, just what are you talking about? So he said it's called bug chase. She has to get on the field. She has to chase a bug around and whatever. Yeah. I'm like, okay. So they bring us down the top of the 5th, and they bring us into the dugout. And the dugout is, it's all the, the major players.
Yeah.
Like, all the players are right
it's
there.
literally
like
the dugout. It's literally inside baseball.
Yeah, but do I know any of them? No. I don't know them, but they're famous, they're famous-ish, right? I would assume like somebody knows them. Yeah. So I go, look, it's the baseball players. Now, mind you, she has to go against a little boy, and his very extremely attractive father is with him. And I'm me. So like, so she looks at me and she's like, I was like, go say hi. She's like, can I go say hi? We're 10 feet away. And I'm not thinking anything of it. Like, if she just walks up and just says hi, like, what's the big deal? So I said, yeah, what do I know? And then the guy who brought us down that like works in the stadium, as she's walking, he goes, no. Like, don't talk to them. I'm like, so I start laughing. I'm sorry. So they go on the field. Then the guy is telling her like what to do and how to like get there and all these things, right? Like, he told her the bug is going to have yellow flags on him that you have to pull off. I guess like, like a game of touch football, whatever.
Right.
So flag football. And so she's like, okay. The bug comes running out behind me and onto the field. He has no yellow flags on him. None. Everything is brown. Like, his whole suit's brown. He's like a big fly. And like he has like these like gold shimmery wings, right? But it's not like a wing. It's just like lace, right? So he's running around. And the players are now taking the field because it's taking the kids so long to catch up to him. And so he slows down, and I guess the little boy touched him first before my daughter touched him. So then my daughter ran around and grabbed the lace gold thing, thinking it was the yellow flag, and pulled it. And it came right off the costume.
Oh no.
Guy on the loudspeaker goes, he's on the microphone to the whole stadium. He goes, I don't think this guy's going to be able to fly anymore, Rosaria. And we're walking off the field, and I'm like, I'm saying to the guy who told her no to talk to the players, because it's somebody else who's not doing the whole thing. I go, did she just rip the costume? He doesn't say a word to me. And I go, did she win? Like, because the little boy walked away with nothing. Like, you were supposed to win a prize, like if you won. And the little boy walked away with nothing. I go, did she win? He goes, yeah, it's over there. And there was nothing there. Like, he points to the stairwell of the stadium. Like, the stadium is empty anyway because nobody goes to these games. But like, he's like pointing to the stairwell, and I'm like, where? And he's like, run on the stairs. And he walks away from me. Like, he just walks away. And I'm like, and she goes, didn't I win? She goes, I pulled the gold thing. And I'm like, you pulled his wings off. Like, you didn't win. And I go, she's like, well, don't I get a prize? I'm like, there's no prize. I'm like, and everybody's gone. Like, the little boy and his dad walked away. The guy that worked there walked away. The guy that did the microphone's gone. I don't know where anybody is. I'm like, she starts like basically crying. I said, go talk to Nanny and Papa and tell them how you won and how you got like, I'm like, it was just
bizarre,
crazy fucking night. It's been a crazy couple of days. My husband has Coxsackie. Okay,
oh, no.
Vera, like,
right.
Kill me now, My kid had it, my son had it last Monday, so 2 weeks ago he had it for like 2 days. It affected him for 2 days. He was down for the count. Like, I didn't know what the fuck was going on. He couldn't even lift his head up off the pillow. It was scary as fuck. Then my daughter kind of had it for like a day. Like, she just wasn't feeling well, and she had a small fever. 99.8 was her highest fever. Like, she did not have a fever. It's that a 99.8 isn't a fever to me. My husband comes home on this Monday. He goes, hi, babe. Gives me a kiss. He goes, look at my hands. And he's got spots and bumps all over his hands. And I go, why the fuck did you just kiss me? And I go to the sink and I get Dial soap and I'm washing my entire mouth. Like, I washed. And it was just a quick peck too. I didn't.
You washed
there was
your own mouth out.
Spit like a exchange. I am scrubbing my lips. I'm like, are you fuck? I said, I'm getting gloves. I bought 3 bottles of Lysol, which they're basically all gone. I went through 2 bottles already. And it's just been a nightmare of a week. He's wearing a mask and he's wearing gloves around the house. I'm spraying everything, and I've been off all week, thank God. And it's just been a nightmare. It's been a nightmare. I said, I wasn't like this with the kids. Like, I wasn't even worried about getting it from the kids because of like how, like, again, how it really didn't affect my daughter at all. But like my husband, he was out for 2 days and like sleeping all day. And oh my God, I need help. Like I told him, I said, I'm moving out. I'm gonna go move to my mom's until you're better.
Right.
I said, because I don't want
Not
to
a
get
bad
anything,
idea.
and the kids won't get it again because it's the same strain. And I'm like, I need to move out. I'm like, I just in general.
Any excuse will do at this point. But communicable disease, yes, tick.
Yeah,
Communicable
I need
disease. That was
oh my
hard
God.
to say.
I'm sorry. It's
hard
just
to
a
say
lot.
today.
And I don't have
It's a lot.
anybody
It
to
is a lot.
unload to. And it's just, oh my
Welcome
God.
to Uncensored Radio.
Here
That's
we
what
are.
we're here for. We are here to unload the
Free
woes
therapy.
and the woes and worries of the world. Well,
But
we've
it's on
got
his
a
feet
few.
too. So he's got
Oh
soccer. Like,
God.
again, he's just like, he's walking around. He's like, oh, it hurts. I said, so I'm like screaming at him. I took all my sheets off my bed. He's laying on a like a loose sheet. I'm
Right.
like, don't. I said, I washed all my stuff, and then I was like, I'm not putting it back on the bed until you're better. Like, I'm not going through that again. So it's folded up. I'm sleeping on the couch for the past 5 days. Like, again, it's just like one of those things. Like, please, just
Look,
take me now. You know, like,
a good excuse to go on a little holiday or something. You're like, I'm
oh,
going somewhere. I'm going
I
somewhere.
would if I could. If Jeffrey would, you know, if
Get
Jeffrey
to
was
the
alive.
to the phone, girl. Get to the phone. It's desperation times. It's
Right.
desperation times.
God.
All right. Well, let's jump
Done.
in, shall we, to this week.
Hot load of hot topics.
Okay. I wish there was something a little bit better to start the show with, but we have to talk about it. It's happening. It happened. It's continuing to happen. Minneapolis school shooting. Church school shooting.
Church shooting. They were all in church.
Yes.
Was a
Correct.
mess.
Correct. I am at a loss. It's not my country. It's not my anything. I'm at a loss, but I am going to play you a couple of clips from the mayor who had some things to say.
I don't want to hear the mayor. I want to hear that little boy.
Thoughts and prayers right now. These kids were literally praying. It was the first week of school. They were in a church. These are kids that should be learning with their friends. They should be playing on the playground. They should be able to go to school or church in peace without the fear or risk of violence, and their parents should have the same kind of assurance. These are the sort of basic assurances that every family should have, every step of the day, regardless of where they are in our country.
Right? Correct. Correct. And also, this. Oh, coming up.
A whole lot of hate that's being directed at our trans community. Anybody who is using this as an opportunity to villainize our trans community or any other community out there has lost their sense of common humanity. We should not be operating out of a place of hate for anyone. We should be operating from a place of love for our kids. Kids died today. This needs to be about them.
100%. We say it all the time on this show. If Sandy Hook wasn't the moment where you were going to go, this is not okay, I don't know what is, and it probably never will be. I just can't fathom it, because in my lifetime in this country, we have had one mass shooting, and that's all it took for our country and the law-abiding citizens of our country to hand over their guns and go, okay, this can never happen again, when innocent women, children, men, families lost their lives because of somebody with a mental health issue. And I will take up Jeffrey's cause. You know,
it's
all
not
of
just
these-
mental health.
all of these people are suffering in some way, but then giving them access to these weapons is just deplorable. I don't understand how you can do it.
Well, I'm going to let Christina speak first because she's a parent and her feelings are going to be very different about this than mine.
I mean, I have like 1,000 questions because again, I can't read things on this right now. My daughter starts school in a fucking week, and
Yeah.
I can't even fathom what those parents are going through, what the families are going through, what anybody is going through. That I mean, no. And they were in church, and again, like they were praying, and regardless of where the fuck they were, it doesn't matter. It just, what are we doing about the mental health in this country, not the world, and what are we doing about the gun control? Like what happened here? What happened? Like how did I get that it's a church, so security probably wasn't as good as what I see my state's elementary schools security is. I can't even get to the front door of my daughter's school. So I don't know how anybody can get into a school with a gun nowadays without shooting, obviously, through the door, whatever. But obviously you can get into a church. Why, again, are we killing kids? Why are we killing kids? Stop killing children. That's what I think. I mean, yes, don't kill anybody, but stop killing innocent children. They did nothing to you. You know who was in that church. You know who you were going after. Why are you doing that? Like, I don't get it. Like there was a shooting in a movie theater in Colorado one year. Like there was, all these school shootings. I don't understand why we're killing kids. Like what's happening?
I just don't understand how it's still happening. Like,
right.
As I said, if Sandy Hook wasn't it, it's never gonna. There's never gonna be an event.
Accurate, but there's been 288 school shootings, from what I heard.
258.
And I think that is absolutely disgusting. I don't know what we're doing. What are we doing?
Nothing.
Nothing.
That's the problem.
Nothing.
What the fuck? Like
my response here is going to be totally political.
Yeah,
all right.
Like now I want to get political because now it's like you give a fuck about who's sending stuff and all these tariffs and who's coming into this country. Well, okay, let's talk about who's coming to this country. What's coming into this country is illegal weapons and everything else. Let's get cracking on that too.
The majority of weapons used in mass shooting are legally purchased firearms. Okay, not illegal weapons, not being smuggled over the border, manufactured and sold in this country without gun control. 70% of Americans want sensible gun control. How many congressmen and senators are voting for it? Not many. And you want to know why? Money. This is what has brought us to the point we're at. The corruption in our country is ridiculous. Corporations have been buying off our senators and our congressmen, our presidents, our fucking Supreme Court.
It's not a new thing. This is years. Yeah.
When Columbine happened, who was in office? Clinton? I don't even fucking know. I was in 6th grade. So when Columbine happened, I feel like, why didn't we do something then? Why didn't we do something when Sandy Hook happened? Why didn't we do something when Glenville happened? Whatever the fuck.
Thoughts and prayers. Now is not you listen to this phrase, you will hear it over and over again. It is the most common Republican shut your liberal mouth phrase. They use it anytime there's a disaster. They look into the cameras and they say, now is not the time to politicize this tragedy. If not now, when? Because you aren't going to talk about it if there's not dead kids. You aren't going to talk about it when there are dead kids. You don't give a fuck about dead kids. You care about the fact that corporate America has bought your fucking asses and your fucking jobs, and you like taking their money, and you don't give a crap about us. None of you. It's across the board. It's bipartisan. It's our entire government is corrupt from the head down. This is bullshit. This is unacceptable. Children are dying. If you didn't care about Sandy Hook, if you don't care about those kids in Minneapolis, if you don't care about dead children, which you obviously don't because you're outlawing vaccines and rewriting our vaccine schedules, fuck you. Fuck every one of you. If you took money from a corporation to sell out our country, I want to see you hanged.
It's scary. And I know we're not politicizing it. We're talking about this, but for this, just imagine what those families in Palestine, Gaza, that whole thing is this times a million. And I just want to take it out of the macro because it's too, as Christine said, it's too overwhelming when you think about it, like when you absorb it too much. It's too much. But how do you explain to those kids then? And that's why the name of today's show is Save Your Thoughts and Prayers.
Yeah.
How do you justify that to those kids that were in church praying and there was no one that could come and save them?
That little boy, there was a little interview of the boy who was being covered by his friend. And he had said, he's like, I heard one noise and I didn't know what it was. He goes, but we train for this every month. But then my friend jumped on the back of me, but he was hit. Like, he seemed so calm. And it's like, we're normalizing it for these kids. It's like, well, this happened to me now. Like, now it happened to me. Like,
generational trauma now.
Like, it should be like, now it happened to me. Like, what the fuck?
We need outrage. We
Don't normalize putting
don't normalize it. It should not be
your
normal.
Kid's backpack to take to school.
Right.
Not just in case, for when you get shot at.
And let's look at the fact that there have been 258 school shootings in 2025, and we've heard about 3.
Yeah.
3 of them made the nightly news.
My question, and maybe a little bit controversial, if this was a cisgendered white man.
A whole bunch of them were.
I know, but this one in particular,
horrible memes
what I'm saying, but what I'm saying that, as I said, because this person identified as trans, they're like, oh well, it's that they're all like that. They're all like that.
Yes,
they're all
there
coming
was a
to
whole
kill
bunch
our
of
children.
Suggesting that was the case. There's been horrible. This is all about trans. It's the LGBTQ. Tell me they're not hurting kids. I've seen that hate all fucking day.
Yeah,
that's not what happened here.
That's not the point.
Yeah. That's not what happened here.
No.
It's not about white men have been shooting up malls and movie theaters and schools for a long fucking time.
And mental health and gun control. That's what this is. The two huge things: mental health and gun control. I just don't understand. It's too much where it's becoming an epidemic. It already is an epidemic, and we did look at what we did. I just there are no answers.
The scary thing is, it's become
the answers are
commonplace. That's the problem.
Our government needs to be changed. We need to change our senators and our fucking congressmen. They are abdicating their responsibility for general welfare and governance. They are not enacting laws that 70% of this country want. 70%.
They're supposed to be representatives
more. I
of
feel
the
like
people and
now.
for the people, right?
Yeah, of the
more
people, by
the
the people.
die.
We're so fucking free.
Yeah. The more that these kids die, it's like I feel like that number is going up by the minute. It's not. I'm sure it's at 75 or 80%. It's like I just feel like it's enough is enough, and oh my god, like it just needs just stop killing kids. Like just go in and kill your fucking self. But it's like, you want to make the news? Go shoot I don't know.
Nobody. But this is the thing. This is the thing. Don't shoot any. Like if you have this kind of grievance, if and a lot of it sometimes, you know, sometimes
know
it
what
is
his
mental
grievance
health,
was.
sometimes it is personal grudges. It's all like we look at the military, like ex-military who, you know, are family annihilators, stuff like that. Take your aggression, your issue out with the body or the person that it is. Don't involve collateral damage, innocent people that are just trying to live their life. Because now, how do you explain to those kids in that church that God exists?
Yeah, exactly. Like God couldn't protect you.
How? Yeah, and how?
So now what
That's the
happened?
biggest thing. Yeah, how do you justify? You can't justify that.
You can't.
For anyone.
There's no justification for it. Take your
All
thoughts
right.
and prayers and shove them
And
up
shove
your
it
ass.
I
up
just
your
think that
ass.
that's like that's what hurts the most. It's like these kids lost their faith today. Besides
Yeah,
something else,
exactly.
like, besides their innocence, they have completely lost faith in God, and that
Well,
kills me.
in everything, because if you know,
Mhm.
who can keep you safe then?
Right.
You're
Nobody.
supposed to be safe at school. You're supposed to be safe at school. You're supposed to be safe in the church. You're supposed to be safe because you're praying to the God that you believe is there, and there's nothing. There's just shots coming through a window.
Mhm. While you're praying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll move on. We'll move on to something else being worthy of outrage.
Mm.
As I've titled this poacher, this cunt.
Yeah.
Why on earth, God scream fuzzy earth, are we expected to believe anything that comes out of Ghislaine Maxwell's mouth now?
Ever.
Who's that?
Ever.
Who's that?
That's Ghislaine Maxwell, and that's
and Jeffrey Epstein.
Jeffrey Epstein.
Yeah, I know
So,
Epstein. I didn't know the girl.
This is the results of her interview. Why is it an interview and not an interrogation?
Why is it not in front of the cameras, in front of the entire Congress, so that all of America can hear her lie?
Yes.
Why aren't the fucking survivors, the people that she molested and groomed and sent into this lion's den to be molested further, why aren't they speaking out?
Yes.
Why do we give a shit what this lying bitch says ever?
So here is what the transcript says. Maxwell told Blanche, who was the investigator, she had never seen President Trump in any inappropriate setting in any way. The current president seemed friendly with Epstein. Friendly with Epstein, she said, but she only recalled seeing the pair together in social settings and not in private settings. Amazing. Cool. Great. You know, if it's true. Because we then move on Prince Andrew, she says the allegations against him are mind-blowingly not conceivable, partly due to the size of her house where the events allegedly took place. The royal was accused by Virginia Giuffre, who is now dead, and not named in the transcript, you know, of some horrible stuff. Maxwell said she was not aware of any sort of Epstein client list.
Because that's their new shtick. It doesn't exist. That's what they keep telling us. It doesn't exist. It existed during the election, and it existed a month ago. But now that somebody has said that Trump's name's on it 64 fucking times, doesn't exist.
Bibbidi bobbidi boo.
Yep.
They think that you are stupid. They think we are all idiots.
I know. And it's worked for them.
We have
for them.
Common sense. We are not that far gone that we can't remember 6 months ago when people were campaigning on the back of this list that existed.
Yes.
And now, because it doesn't suit the narrative, there never was a list. As you said, the corruption within everything, that guy, is it Kash Patel, who's the head of the FBI now?
Yes.
What a fuckwit. Like, that's not the FBI, that's the Gestapo. Like,
yeah.
Why would you believe it? And these are the people that are responsible for keeping your country safe.
They're not keeping our country safe.
They're not keeping anything safe.
Right.
Yeah.
So why aren't we outraged, America?
I am.
I know, but everyone should be. This is the thing. Put those tacky ass red hats in the bin and vote for your children.
Yeah,
Vote for your
vote for your
safety.
children.
Vote for the economy of your country. Vote for the future of the fucking world. Don't go, oh, he hates the people I love it. Like, fucking hell. Like, your country's a joke. I know that that's not the narrative that you're getting.
No,
Yeah, yay, America's strong.
Yeah,
Everyone
America's
else is
strong.
laughing at you.
I know.
So, like, I don't know what it will take for people to come to their senses. And I'm not saying vote for fucking Kamala Harris. I'm not saying vote for Big Bird. I'm saying don't vote for him.
Him.
In particular.
Too late.
Or JD Vance. That guy's a fuck. He's like fucking Buffalo Bill from Silence of the Lambs. I'm convinced. He tucks and stands in front of the mirror and goes, I'd fuck me, with his eyeliner on. Oh! Anyway, sorry.
No, I get it. I get it.
But why? Why does anyone care what this woman has to say? She's in jail.
I literally don't even I don't know who she is, or I'm oblivious to her.
Convicted.
Trump. She is Jeffrey Epstein's groomer.
Right-hand woman.
She has been his partner in crime for years. She herself has been convicted of 27 counts of sexual abuse and grooming minors and trafficking children. 27 counts. She was in prison for life.
Wow.
In order,
and now we go to her for state's evidence.
Now, Trump's deputy DOJ, or deputy DOJ, goes to her in a private setting in an unrecorded interview where she says, nope, Trump did nothing wrong and there never was a list. And she suddenly is moved from a maximum security prison to a minimum security prison where sex offenders are never supposed to go. But suddenly there's room for her. And when somebody in that minimum security prison started complaining about her presence there, they were transferred from their minimum security prison that was appropriate for their sentence to a maximum security prison.
Oh my God.
Because they're hoping someone will take care of the dirty business for them. Let's be real.
Let's be real.
You know?
But
Trump
she's
is on that list 64
She is convicted. She is a convicted sex trafficker, sex offender.
Convicted. And Jeffrey Epstein's fixer and partner for years. There are more pictures of her with Trump than there are of me with my grandmother.
Yeah.
But it was just a casual relationship.
So what, and now she's coming out and just talking about the list?
No, after the list doesn't exist. That's what she's saying now.
About the non-existent list. She's talking about this.
And she didn't come out and say it. She said it in a private interview. And Todd Blanche, the deputy DOJ, released this is the transcript of the interview he released saying, here you go. Ghislaine said nothing happened. Nothing to see over here.
Oh nothing to
see over here.
Wow. I don't deep dive into things. So I don't know. But wow.
She's and why like if you are going, let's just put it in context. If you're going to deny the clemency payments for the Menendez brothers, why does this woman and anything she has to say matter?
Oh wait, yeah. No, I wouldn't believe a word she says.
Right.
Yeah.
And especially since it's coming through a third party, there's no transparency.
And no transparency, never deposed in front of Congress, never deposed with the
prisoner was interviewed not on video.
Yeah,
that doesn't make any sense.
No.
That's not.
This is the thing. If that was going to happen, it should have happened in a court.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
A bipartisan or maybe even neutral, someone that has nothing
congressional
to do with
hearings.
politics.
They have congressional hearings all the time. You know, never been allowed. The DOJ has not allowed her to testify in front of the Congress.
You know, why the special treatment?
Because there's more pictures of her with Trump than me with my grandmother.
Because she knows too much. That's
Yeah.
why.
There's
That's
something to
what it is.
hide. Yeah.
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 And all of this smoke, as we say, you know, there's always something happening over here, so we don't look over here.
Well, that's
Proves
part of the
point,
barrage.
right? It just
of
proves the point.
every day something outrageous is happening so that you can't look at any one thing ever. You're just
Yeah,
too
That's why
busy.
people feel
We have to get up
overwhelmed.
and go to work. We have to pay our bills. We have to take care of our family. We have to do our
Yeah.
laundry. We are too fucking busy to pay attention. And when there's 100 things happening in any single day, I get it, Christina. I
Yeah.
really do. You know? And if there's 100 things happening in any single day, how do you pay attention to just one or even
Yeah.
five or even five? You know? And how do you go out and protest when you have to make a living? You have to
Yeah.
support your family. There's no way to walk out on your job and protest this. You know?
No.
We are a country of wage slaves, and we are held in thrall by a fucking paycheck.
That big catch-22 of freedom of speech if you have the freedom to use it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, you just described me again. It's just like I got too much
I
shit going on
described
to be like,
everybody.
let
You
me
described
go check the
everyone.
news. Like
Yeah.
I just,
Right.
You know?
it's just like I'd
And then
rather
you-
waste my time just watching a shit show on Netflix and being like, okay, like
And then
I
when you
get
do-
oblivious to it all.
When you do look at the bigger picture, it's overwhelming. You're like, oh
Yeah.
God, there's so much wrong. Like,
Yeah.
I
where
get
and
it.
how?
You know, I'm a news junkie. I have been since I was a kid. That's who my father was. We watched the news together as a family. Like I said a million times, I'm the only 10-year-old who watched the Watergate hearings. You know,
Good times.
I was
She's
like,
a good
come
time
on.
gal.
You know, but I would much rather be reading some smutty fucking romance novel than paying attention to the news. But I
Yeah.
feel like I have to because I know that nobody else can. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
And I wish I could make people listen to me because I am paying attention and I am doing the reading and I am seeing this shit go down in real time. I am seeing this administration take our Constitution, our beloved Constitution, and wipe their fucking asses with it. The Bill of Rights, the only one of those 10 Bill of Rights that anybody knows is the right to bear arms. Nobody gives a shit about freedom of religion, freedom of speech, freedom from improper search and seizure, the right to due process. All of these things are being attacked on a daily basis, and nobody's paying attention. I'm just so frustrated and so ready to cry. I don't recognize my country. I hate what's going on here every day. And I understand why people tune out and why it's so much easier to just not pay attention because we've got lives to live and kids and families and things we have to do. But God, how do we stop this? I don't even know.
Yeah.
You know?
And that's why we exist.
Yeah.
That's why we continue to exist as a show.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we have to give people somewhere to vent, and even if you don't agree with us, vent, like get it out, because sitting inside you is part of the problem as well. You know, you've got to speak the truth and put it out into the world. Let's go on to some less dramatic things, shall we? Still controversial, and a bit dramatic, but feel good news. Taylor's getting married. Oh, muzzle. Oh, God.
I know. Mwah, mwah.
Look, as fickle as I am about love and life and men and everything, that's cute. That's a little bit
It's
cute.
really cute. It's fucking cute.
See, this is
Did
shit
you-
that I read into. Like this, I'll click on and be like,
Yeah.
okay, what happened?
Me
Like,
too.
Right?
Did you hear what the announcement was posted?
Yes, I loved it.
Your high school gym teacher and English teacher are getting married.
Yes.
It's like, yeah, that's cute.
So one principal
I'm down with them being this whole new idea of Americana. You know, they're okay people to. I'm not one of the ones who goes, oh, Taylor Swift hasn't commented on the current political climate or Palestine or blah. It's like, maybe it's not her place to. Maybe it's her place to create art.
Yeah.
She creates art and she speaks volumes with her charitable donations.
Yeah.
I will say this for that woman, the amount of money that she gives routinely to causes that are important. And she did speak out against Gaza. She and Selena Gomez, when this first started going down last year, attended a fundraiser to help the children of Palestine and to feed the children of Palestine. And she was vilified. Vilified. People tore her down and said, "How dare, shut up and sing. What do you know?" This is beyond,
very Dixie Chicks.
Yeah, they were cruel as hell to her for attending a fundraiser for Palestine.
Selena copped it worse.
Yeah, Selena did cop it worse.
Selena copped it worse.
But that's, she's the woman of color.
Right. You got there first.
I lived there.
I lived there.
I lived there.
It was just a little bit of a, that's something nice.
I thought it was wonderful. It brightened my day. More surprising news, and a bit of muzzle again, I guess. At 21 and 23 years old, Millie Bobby Brown and her husband have adopted a child. Yeah, they got married last year. Mm-hmm.
It's like, I know that we've been waiting a long time for that Stranger Things season, but she went from child to mother between season 4 and season 5.
Yeah,
that's a long wait, motherfucker.
Movie stars.
And what, at 21? Girl.
No.
Life on fast forward. It's just like life on fast forward.
I'm old enough, so I remember people having babies in high school.
Yeah, I mean, believe me, there was a few mishaps, right, in my high school, but I just I couldn't imagine.
It's a choice for someone that young and that famous to go parent.
Yeah,
I used to work with a woman who had her first child when she was 19 and her second child at 21. And she would say to me, "I have no regrets." She said, "I was young enough to get on the big wheel and ride the big wheel down the driveway with my kids." Yeah. She said, "I was young enough to get on all those roller coasters. I made fabulous, marvelous memories with my kids that if I had waited till I was in my 30s, I would never have been able to do."
Yeah, that's true.
And look, they have adopted. They have.
Right.
They're not after a designer baby. They're not, they're not, it's not a vanity project. They wanted to be parents.
Right.
Yeah. They were, kind enough and had a big enough heart to accept this child who obviously needed love.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, it's a beautiful thing.
It's a little bit of another little feel good moment. You're like, that's a bit cute. Like, I appreciate, I obviously she's not really had a childhood, but as we've been through the Luke saying something offensive, I'm sure. What's he saying?
I'm sure.
Old slop. Okay. #old slop. I don't know.
Who knows with Luke?
Who knows? She's a bit crazy. We let her do her thing. All right,
now that I'm thinking about it, they probably had to start the adoption process probably a while ago, right? Like, it takes a long time. So they've probably been working on it. It's like, I get it. Like,
you don't just go.
It takes a lot less time when you've got a lot of money.
Yeah, I'm sure, right?
Look at Joan Crawford. Hello.
21, like you said, she knows what she wants. It is what it is, man. I mean, happy for them.
For it to be a selfless thing too, it's not. It's like, I would like to have a child. It doesn't have to be my biological child.
Yeah.
Well, there are plenty of children in this world who need love.
100%, and they are out there, and they are sitting there waiting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
While people, aren't happy that their child doesn't have blue eyes.
For $1 a day.
It's very that, but I just can't with some people who are like, "Oh, I'm so disappointed I'm having a boy." Are you having a healthy child?
Right.
Are you having a child? B, are you having a healthy child? Because there are people that would give their own left leg to have a healthy child or a child at all.
Yeah.
Child at all.
Like, especially when I see like the dad, like on the fourth child, if it's like a girl and he's pissed because all 3 girls and he's waiting for his boy. And I saw that the other day. Like, the dad was mad, and it's like, why? Like, it's just, you brought this. It was your decision to blow in your
But it's
wife,
also the
and
same.
then
I see a lot of
now you're mad what
mothers
you
upset
produced.
This
on
used to
TikTok
be
when they don't have girls. I'm like,
this used to be grounds for
the same.
divorce. If a woman
Yeah.
could not produce a son, a husband could divorce her and take another wife.
Yeah, the
You
handmaid
get the
tale.
son and
Yeah.
heir. You get the
Yeah.
son and heir. So from one parenting story to another, I would really like your opinions on this. Kim Kardashian and Northwest have caused a little bit of a stir stepping out.
Oh my
Northwest
God.
is 12 years
Yeah.
old.
She's 12.
Yeah.
She's 12.
Is she wearing like platform shoes?
She's wearing boots, like platform boots, knee-high leather platform boots, a short ruffled denim skirt, and a corset.
She is
And
Kanye.
as I said, comes off a little bit boomerish. Wear whatever you want. Express yourself however you want.
She
When
does
you're
look
an adult.
25.
When you're an adult. I don't think it's appropriate for a 12-year-old girl in this climate with that much exposure to the press to dress for the male
Like
gaze.
that.
Let's put it that way. She's dressing sexy. And yes, sexy is empowering. I'm not saying that it isn't.
Not when you're 12.
Not
Not
when
for
you're
a
12.
12-year-old.
Not
for a
when you're
12-year-old.
I have a
I'm
12-year-old
sorry.
niece, and if that bitch even thought about stepping out with anything like that on, hell to the motherfucking no. My sister I would scream at my sister. Forget it. I would not allow that. Like, and she's my niece. No. Imagine my kid. Fuck you. Like, who do you think you are? I don't give a fuck whose
Now-
daughter you are, Kanye or not. Get the fuck back in your goddamn room. Take all that shit off. You're fucking 12. Know your role. Are you kidding me?
Do you know
My
whose opinion I would
30-year-old
love
niece-
on this? Do you know whose opinion I would love to hear what Tim would have to say about this? Because
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
he's
Tim
the
would have a
stepdad
field
of
day.
daughters. He'd be like, get back in that bedroom.
Oh, forget it. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. That's the niece I'm talking about, Tim's stepdaughter. He would never
Yeah.
allow that. No.
My niece wore an outfit like that to the Lady Gaga concert, but she's
Oh, I lost her.
32.
Did you lose her too or no?
No, she's all right. She's here.
Oh.
Yeah, if you're an adult, go
Oh,
crazy.
Yeah.
Go crazy. Wear what you want if
Yeah.
you're an adult. But as a parent, do you not have the conversation of going,
You're
okay,
freezing
yes,
up, Stevie.
that's a very nice outfit. You know, that's what you say. Why do you want to wear it? Why do you want to wear it?
Where are you going?
But yeah, and that's my point.
Where are
though.
you
Like,
going?
you have no control as a parent right now. That shows that you have no control. That shows that she is mentally fucking insane, just like her father is, clearly. And it shows that Kim has, she's a shit mother. Kim has no control over her whatsoever. Because if her mom is like that now, she's gonna be the mom from fucking with Mean Girls with the camera and coming in with drinks and be like,
and
if you want
Zachary's,
alcohol,
right?
give it to
I'm
you.
not a regular mom. I'm a
I
cool
just want
mom.
it in the house. Like, no,
Yeah.
like, need a condom? Oh, I love it, young love.
Where is she wearing that? That's not appropriate for dinner.
It's
That's
in
not
public.
appropriate
This
for the
isn't like-
movies. Are they going clubbing?
Yeah,
Kim
Yeah, as
taking
a
her daughter
12-year-old.
to a fucking club?
yeah, she looks like a brat.
Look at how well
doll.
that worked out for Drew Barrymore.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
You know?
I know the Kardashians are famous for being famous, but you would hope and you would think that you would want something better for your child. You would want them to know that they have more self-worth than that, that they are more than just tabloid headlines. They don't have to dress provocatively for attention, that they have worth, they have talent, they have things that are worth celebrating without dressing like a pussycat doll at 12 years old.
I'd love to know what like Penelope Disick is wearing, because isn't she the same age as North?
Yeah.
And it's like, I guarantee you that Courtney and Travis, or Courtney and Scott, let alone you know Travis, would allow Penelope to walk around like that. Like, no. Again, it's just because of whose daughter she is that this is allowed to happen, like, or that they're allowing this to happen, and it's not appropriate. She's 12. protect her innocence before she gets shot in the street by some psychotic asshole. I just, oh my God, I can't.
Or raped.
Is that what's going to end up
Or
happening?
raped and told that it was her fault because she was showing off her body.
Especially in the circles which the Kardashians are alleged to.
Yeah.
Those girls are all have photos with Diddy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Many there are more photos of Diddy than of the Kardashians.
And aren't they great friends with Chrissy Teigen and Johnny, whatever the fuck his name is?
John Legend.
John Legend and all those people. I just feel like Jay-Z and Beyonce and
I just don't know why you wouldn't want.
Well, you're not seeing Blue Ivy in dresses like that.
No. I mean, she was dressed, but on Beyonce's tour, she did step out for like a song or something.
But it wasn't
very appropriate for her age, and it matched her mom, and it was it made her look beautiful. It didn't make her look like a whore. Like going
and it was
a
more modest version of what her mother was wearing. So she was maybe in a two-piece. But they were long pants and a top that went to her navel.
North's outfit is more modest than Kim's outfit, but not by a lot.
No. Yeah, you learn from what you watch, right? You learn what you know, and you know what you learn.
The whore apple doesn't fall far from the whore tree,
Yeah.
And I feel bad calling a 12-year-old a whore, but
look at her. Like I said, she looks like a Bratz doll.
She looks older than Kim.
Yeah.
She looks older than Kim. And you should the amount of flack that child has already got and the amount of drama that's coming her way when she is of age and can access all the information about her father and her mother that they haven't sanitized and rah. Just let her be a kid, man.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Let her be a kid.
But
encourage her to be a kid.
Like
encourage her to be a kid.
Yeah, as long as you can. Mate, play with those dolls as long as you can, because sometimes you get old and they
I don't know how it happened.
Then you buy collectibles.
You buy collectibles because you're like, I never got a doll as a child. I have drama. It's been a very high tension day, but we're going to release the pressure valve with everyone's favorite section. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to be a man. Okay, V, here it goes. 3, 2, 1, vent.
Well, as per usual, here in Trumplandia, I have trouble picking a topic because every day there's so much. And I work very, very hard to fact check myself. And I found something in my feed this morning that alarmed me. Of course, it's a Homeland Security ICE story. And ICE went out and arrested 2 men at work. These men were firefighters actively fighting a wildfire in the Washington State forest when ICE came in, halted all firefighting operations at the time, would not allow the other firefighters to speak up or talk or continue fighting the fire, arrested these 2 men without a warrant. Nobody produced a warrant. Nobody produced any identification. And it came across my feed from a source I'd never seen before, was Rescue One. It's a publication that's dedicated to firefighting. And Rescue One also had another firefighter who's been in this country for 30 years and who has been volunteering for his local volunteer fire department for that 30 years, who's been paying taxes and who's been a registered green card holder, came here legally, law-abiding citizen, who's been in this country for 30 years, was arrested at his routine check-in with the Department of Immigration. All of these arrests were made by men with no ID, with masks on, with these haphazard uniforms in plain cars that were minivans that they were driving around, their own cars. These aren't government issued cars. How do you know these people are for real? There's already incidences where people have dressed up like ICE and said they were here on government business. And for the first time in years, a good guy with a gun took out 2 ICE agents who were on his porch without proper identification, without warrant, and actually turned out not to be ICE agents. And the guy that they were threatening to arrest, who wouldn't let them in his house, wasn't Juan or Hector or any Hispanic name. It was a white guy with a gun who knew that these men were not there to arrest him. They didn't have a warrant and they didn't have jurisdiction, and he shot them both. This is what's going to keep happening until we find a way to stop this. Again, I don't know what the way is, but this is beyond ridiculous. How soon before we find out that men, average white guys, are dressing up in uniforms, cosplay uniforms that say ICE on the lapel and don't have any badges, and that they're carting off women and raping them? How do we know that they're not doing that now? There's no due process. There's no paper trail. They're not arresting just, the criminals. They're arresting firefighters and dads and moms and a pregnant woman and a 2-year-old. Time to be outraged is now. And you know what else that I picked to talk about today? The fact that the CDC walked out today. I don't know that these CDC people have quit their jobs, but they walked out in unity for the woman who was fired. The head of the CDC was fired today for doing her fucking job because she told RFK that she was not going to change vaccine recommendations for children. You know what the vaccine recommendations for children are? Measles, mumps, DPT, polio, chickenpox, rubella. Do you know what the side effects to these diseases are? Probably not, because most of them have all but been eradicated on our shores. But let's talk about it. RFK wants to eliminate vaccination mandates because, it might be causing autism. And we don't believe the science. We have our own science, and, we're going to look into it. The long-term effects from measles, childhood measles, brain damage, vision loss, encephalitis, increased risk for multiple sclerosis and autoimmune disorders later in life, increased risk for multiple different cancers later in life, long-term mental health issues, and pregnancy risk to the lives of mothers and children. Chickenpox, lifetime scarring, secondary infections like sepsis. Sepsis is a blood infection, which is very hard to cure and often fatal. Transverse meningitis, the side effects, long-term effects from mumps, testicular swelling, and lifetime infertility. Meningitis is an infection of the spinal column. Encephalitis is an infection of the brain. Pancreatitis, which is an infection of the pancreas, which is painful, scarring, and has lifetime consequences. Deafness, for pregnant women, miscarriage and infertility. Long-term effects for rubella, intellectual disabilities, deafness, cataracts, heart disease, underdeveloped brains. Long-term effects for typhus, neurological dysfunctions, such as seizures, such as tics, loss of limb, permanent organ damage. Long-term effects for diphtheria, muscular paralysis, respiratory paralysis. Nothing like watching your child try to breathe like a fish on a dock. Lung damage, kidney damage, long-term effects of polio, muscle shrinkage, atrophy, lifetime joint pain, paralysis. You know what else the CDC is responsible for? Food safety. Things like radioactive shrimp. Guess why we got that? listeria. Guess why we've got an outbreak of listeria? Because Doge fired the disease trackers and the FDA food inspectors. Is this what we signed up for, America? Is this making us great? Because it sounds like it's just making us sick.
Yeah, there's a reason why I saw a report of the plague in California.
Oh my God.
Somebody has the plague. The bubonic plague.
The bubonic plague. The Black Death. That wiped out half of Europe.
Just in case you were concerned we were going back in time, we're going
way back. Way back.
Oh God. Give me an orange so I don't get rickets. Come on, I need it in my life. Well,
right.
I hope everyone's feeling a little bit lighter now. Expelled the poison. We are here to do so, and we will continue to do so at your behest. So I do want to say thank you again to the people that are listening, because we had another little flux of downloads the other day.
Yay!
Not 490 in the double digits this time, but every little bit helps. Every little bit gets us a little bit more attention. And the people that are obviously starting to tune in now on YouTube as well, you are helping us out. Go watch some more though. I need the watch time to go up a little bit. So, we'll keep bringing the content.
Lots of vets in there.
Yeah. If you didn't see us on Tuesday, we did a review of a side seating of the classic cult comedy Clue. Oh, that was a lot of C's. A lot of C's together. And there's more of that good stuff coming. Halloween approaches as well, so we'll have some spooky stuff. So there's always going to be something here for you to either distract or disrupt the monotony of your life and cause outrage and drama. Because that's what we do. That's what it says on our tin. So thank you for joining us today, the lovely Vera, and always crafty Christina. I've been Steve. We have been Uncensored Radio. As I said, save your thoughts and prayers. It's time for action, folks.
Yeah.
Spread love.